Hey guys, this is Jesse with McDominator Gaming. Want to make another video today. It's been a while. Truth be told, the game started to get a little bit stale for me. Very repetitive. Everything seemed, I don't know, too repetitive. The meta decks are all the same. You play the same 3-4 decks all the time. And I'm not leveling anything up. I'm a free-to-play player, so really I'm stuck with my epics and legendary just from requests. And so it's taken a very long time to level up. Things started getting stale for me. Run the same deck for a very, very long time. I finished a couple seasons ago at number 8,258, which I was proud of. And yeah, it just started to get a little bit stale for me. And so what I decided to do was start a new mini account. And I did that once. I started with 53 wins before I lost my first game. So I started another one, and I just wanted to see how many wins I can get without losing. And I'm hoping that I can get all the way to 100. That might be a lot, I don't know. But we just got number 54. So 54 wins, haven't lost, and I have 3 ties with this deck. And so the game I wanted to show, I was actually playing earlier today for number 54. And I get thrown in here against the level 10. So from the get-go, I'm assuming that I'm going to lose this game, be done at 53. I mean, 4 levels is a pretty significant deficit. But figure, hey, gotta give it a shot. So I dropped my knight. He's taunting at the beginning. I want you to remember that for the end of this game. Drop my knight. You know, as he gets to the bridge, I'll max out my elixir. See the archers coming for you. My musketeer knight will take those out. I underestimated how strong his level 10s and 11s are. And they absolutely melt through me. So I'm going to drop my archers in the back so that they'll take some pot shots at his archers. And now that he's putting a little bit of a push together, I drop my giant in the middle. The reason I do that, I want to keep everything focused to the right while my archers are on the left to keep them safe from any kind of splash damage he might throw out there. Let my giant soak up as much as it can while my archers whittle down some of his troops. They bunched up, so I played my bomber. He played a bomber as well. It works out well. I've been bunched up. And I actually go for a little bit aggressive of a play here. I know they're about to kill my archer. And they're going to get hits on my tower before, you know, it can one-shot all of them down. And I can't give up a whole lot of damage here. I'm already down a lot. So I go ahead and play my goblins on the back. I know they're going to die, but they're able to get 2 of those down and only give up 1 hit on my tower from that archer. I'm happy with that. So here come more archers. Easy play. Knight on top of them. Get the tower and knight on them. Not a problem at all. Mirrors them again. This time I'm able to let my archers take hits. And I played them further back just so they took as few hits as possible. And here I go ahead and let these fire spirits get on my tower. It's on the right lane, which has the least amount of damage done to it. I'm playing for a 1-0 game, so I don't care if I give up a little bit of chip damage. I'd rather just let him throw away 2 elixir and not worry about it and move on. And this has actually given me a pretty good elixir advantage. Play the prince far enough back that he'll get a running start to hit the knight. Need the extra damage. Again, he's going to go right lane with his bomber. I go bomber, let the towers take it out. Wash here, he misplays right here. These archers should have been put up a little bit further so that my prince would have pulled over to them. He doesn't do so. I want to get the charge damage and 2 more hits. And actually puts me in the lead here. And this is the first time I think of this game I've realized I might be able to win it. And right here, he goes ahead. I want to use my musketeer to defend the left lane. But then he mirrors those archers over to the right lane. So the only play you have here is to drop something in the middle to draw both lanes fire. So I go ahead and drop my musketeer in the middle. And what that does, he's going to get melted quickly. But this whole time, my tower on the left is shooting that one. And my musketeer is going to help with that. And then at the same time on the right lane, I go ahead and drop my goblins. And they're going to help the right lane. So he's going to drop 7 elixir for those 2 sets of archers. And I'm going to defend it with 6. Every little push helps. So that +1 is going to help me a lot. Now I gave up 2 shots on the left, which isn't ideal, but it's better than what it could have been. I gave up a little bit on the right. Now here, I'm not willing to go ahead and give up 3 of these hits, or 2 of them, depending on what get through for the fire spirits. So I go ahead and drop my archers in the back to help with that. Still give 1 up, not the worst. So now I'm trying to reboot here, reload. See what he's going to do. He drops his Valk. Just absolutely annihilates my archers. So you go Knight in the middle. You want to pull that Valk as far as you can before combat starts, so that the Knight is fighting it with the least amount of hit points possible. And coming from behind now is going to be his E-Wiz. Now I want to get rid of that quickly, so he's starting to bunch things up. My Prince protects my bomber there. And now he's moving up, and I want to keep the bomber just far enough back that he's out of that E-Wiz range, but he's still going to hit everything that's bunched up right there together. He didn't have very good spacing, so that allows my my bomber to get hits on everything there, kind of mow through that, get my giant down, and so now I have a good little push going. Go ahead, let them drop. My bomber going behind my giant, and so that's a good little push in the left lane. He starts pushing right lane. Drop the archers in the middle. That's going to pull the Knight over to the middle, as well as anything else, which in this case is the Fire Spirits. I know they're going to kill my archers, so at this point, I cannot give up a half-health Knight coming to my tower. But at the same time, I can't drop my goblins yet, because if I do, that Fire Spirit's going to kill all three of them, and I'm just going to throw away Elixir. So what I have to do, I have to wait until the Fire Spirit is hit by my tower, then drop the goblins back to the left, so the Fire Spirit has to travel all the way over to them, and before it can get there, the tower should kill it, and then my gobs can defend the Knight. So we're able to pull that off. He has Valk and archers in the left lane. I don't have to worry about the right lane now. That defense went well. So I'm going to go ahead and play my Musketeer in the back. Same thing again. He's going to go ahead and run his E-Wiz right behind all this stuff. So I want to throw my Knight up top. My Knight's going to take all this fire, leave my Musketeer free to keep shooting without being frozen. That E-Wiz, I cannot have it freezing my Musketeer. Bad play by me there with the bomber. He's too close, so he gets stunned. But it's still going to pull everything a little bit over to the left, keep my Musketeer firing and alive. So I go ahead and put my Giant up top, pushes everything away from the Musketeer. He pushes hard to the right. And right here, all I have to do is defend. He's thrown way too much in that right lane. He has 8 Elixir over there. So his E-Wiz is on the tower. Not ideal, but I saw my archers in the middle. That's going to pull both the Fire Spirits and the Knight to the middle, while I have a strong push in that left lane. So here comes the Knight over. It's going to pull those Fire Spirits, use arrows to hit all of that. And now they're going to do massive damage on the left. Drops it down to arrow range. All I have to do is spam troops at this point. Just keep them off my towers. And it winds up to cycle back to those arrows. And it's going to be a win. You know, and I want to point out that usually I don't trash talk people in the game or throw any emotes out. But, you know, he threw that laugh out at first. So I had to do something. You know, I can't let a level 10 get away with that against a level 6 when he thought it was funny at the start. So that was actually, you know, a game I thought I was going to lose. Wound up going well. Got me to 54-0 and actually pulled my little record there. We'll throw that up there so you can see that. 54 wins, 0 losses. So we're doing really well. We're going to keep pushing for that 100, and we'll probably wind up with a lot of tougher games coming up. Yeah, I'm thinking I have to change my deck up because right now I'm in Spell Valley, almost a Builder's Workshop, and Golem starts coming up there. So I've got to get something to deal with the Golem. So I'm thinking I'm going to pick up Barbs, and I'm probably going to pick up Wizard at this point. I have to level those. And yeah, I think that's what I'm going to have to do to deal with the Golem and Sparky, because they'll start running giant Sparky decks. So we'll see what I can do. But right now we're at 54. And that's, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. That's a new record for me. And we're going to see if we can push that to 60 and 65, 70, so forth, and see how far we can take it. I appreciate you guys watching this video. Leave a comment, a like if you like what you hear, and I look forward to